edition. This is the second episode today of CovInspiration. And today it's girls' talk, it's women's talk. I have an amazing guest. She was the chairman House Committee on Women Affairs in the Lagos State House of Assembly and recently got elevated to become the chief whip of the House of Assembly. That shouldn't be strange to you because in the first instance, it's always the mothers that whip the children anyway. So they've chosen right someone who can whip all the members of the house to order. And to help in interacting with her tonight, I have three amazing young ladies. First, I have Yewande Bisolu. Yewande is a member of the All Progressive Youth Forum, a lawyer and an entrepreneur. Yewande, say hi to everyone. I also have
Hello everyone. Nice to be here
Moremi. Moremi is also an Amazon. She's a fighter and she's a young politician as well. We do hope that Moremi will run for office someday very soon. Of course, I also have Amaka also on the show. Thank you so much. Our guest tonight is the representative of the good people of Apapa constituency in the Lagos State House of Assembly, Honorable Moji Meranda. Honorable, thank you for joining us this evening.
The pleasure is mine. Good evening, everyone. Happy to be here tonight.
Thank you so much. I hope that you don't whip us tonight, Madam Whip. I hope that you don't whip us into line tonight.
As long as we all obey the protocol of tonight's program.
Thank you so much, man. I want to be the one to start. I know the young ladies have a lot of questions for you, but I want to start. What inspired you to run for office or to go into politics?
Well, I would say the community I grew up in, I just love to give back. I have always have the dream of, seeing that my little community to become something, to become a community that people would know and people would know and want to associate with.
And were you deterred at all by the challenges that comes with the territory? I know people at home may not be able to see on it, but were you encouraged at all at any time because of the pressure that comes with that position?
Sorry, can you call me again with a question? Sorry, I didn't hear.
Were you discouraged at any time by anyone that said politics was too dirty for a woman?
Well, not really. Though some things actually happened along the line, but I just remained focused and determined. And that was what kept me going as at then. And I thank God I've not regretted my actions.
Excellent. Moremi, I'm going to let you fire the first shot. Moremi, what's your question for the honorable member? Can you hear me, Moremi? Okay, I think there's
Hi, Dayo. Yes, I'm here.
Okay, yes. Go ahead. Your question for the honorable member.
Okay, hi, Honorable Moji Meranda. Good evening.
Good evening, Moremi.
How have you been? How's everything?
Fine, thank you. Fine, thank you.
Your question, Moremi,
so
your question.
You strike me to be So basically, you strike me to be an introverted person. You have this introverted personality. I would like to know, how's that, worked being in the political space? Because most people I know are in the political space are actually vocal, out there. And I read your interview on The Punch some years back. So I'd like to know, how did you merge that personality? What are your coping skills in the political arena as a young woman?
Well, there's a say that says action speaks louder than voice. And I believe in action I believe in doing things and let people be the one to talk and not you really. That has always been my own principle. Let my actions speak for me, which I think it's working, really working for
Interesting.
me.
Absolutely. Amaka, I'm going to come to you, but before I go to Amaka, Yewande, what's your first question for the honorable member?
Hello, Honorable Moji.
Hello.
My first question would be that as a woman in politics, what factors would you say have enhanced your success so far? Like, it's not an easy world for women generally. Politics
Yeah.
is, you get so many discouragement. But what would you say has been working for you and that has brought you this far?
Well, thank you. First of all, I would say discipline. Once you can discipline yourself, then you won't have much problem. Also, background, training, upbringing, family background also matters a lot. When you come from a family that respects the family name so much, and they tell you, hey, if you can't make this name great, just keep it the way it is. You would not want to misbehave. That okay, if I can't add up to this, let me just leave it the way it is. I think those principles have actually been working for me, and it's really
Okay.
working for me, and I don't see anything that would make me change that now, except I want to add more to it.
Honorable, do you think that our democracy is expensive? Do you think that the democracy and the form of democracy that we practice today is expensive?
Very expensive. I won't lie to you. Very expensive. But I believe it's just a matter of time. We need to orientate our people. We need to sensitize our people. We need to do more on orientation and let people know that sometimes it shouldn't be all about what you can get from an individual or what you can get from government. It should be more of what can I give to this government. So if we can do that as a country, then the sky would be our starting point.
COVID period is putting a lot of pressure on incomes and on families at this moment. What kind of pressure has it put on you as a representative of the people? And how are you managing the expectation of your people in this season?
Well, serious pressure, but I thank God. People that know me well know that right from my day one, during the primary period in 2015, that has always been part of me. I tell you what I can do from the get go, and I let you know if something is not convenient for me. I would not promise you, I will not put you on the edge, even if you make those requests. All and I know I am not sure if I would be able to sort you out. All I would do is I'll tell you it might not work, I might not be able to do it. But along the line, if I find a way of accommodating that request, then I go out. But from the get go, I let people know I don't hide my feelings. It's either you accept me like this or you let me be.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, and I
Let me
think
take
at
Amaka's
this
question. Okay,
COVID
go
period,
ahead, ma.
it really worked for me. I've been able to reach out to my constituents, even those outside my constituents, in my own little way. I've been able to reach out, and I'm still doing that because we all know that no sector is not being affected with this pandemic. But we give God the
I have
glory.
I have so many questions for you, but I want to take Amaka's question, then I'll come back to mine, and then I'll give the ladies chance. Amaka, what is your question?
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Hello, Amaka. Good evening.
Okay. What I first said about you, you know, a lot of your constituency, people in your constituency, they show so much love, and I mean, you have a charm on them, and they adore you. And that was every day. So, what I want to come in the aspect as a woman in this COVID-19, as a mother, as a woman, and as a member of the house. Is there any project plan you have for the women and people in your constituency? Any special project to support them? I mean,
Well, what I have, what I've been doing, and what I will continue to do during this period is to support the women folk by keeping their homes up and running. We need to be supportive, and I also encourage them that whatever the men of the house bring, they should accept and appreciate it because it's not easy. So I also support the women in my own little way in terms of um in terms of palliative
okay,
foodstuffs and what have you for now,
okay, ma'am.
Excellent.
because I also need to be mindful of any program that would make us gather together at this period. So it's all about delivery to their doorstep. So I'm not doing anything that would make us converge together at this period.
Honorable member, there are less than 10 women in the Lagos State House of Assembly of 40 members. How do we increase gender parity in the political space?
I pray you men will let us be, but we're also struggling. We're struggling. We need to support ourselves as women. And hello.
Yes, we can hear you, ma.
Okay, we need to support ourselves as women, and we need to encourage ourselves.
Yes. I think I keep losing your sound, Honorable. Can you hear me, ma? I think our network has a bit of a challenge. But can you hear me, Amaka? Can you hear me, Moremi?
I can hear you clearly, sir.
Yes, Dayo.
Moremi, can you hear me? Okay, so I think it's from the honorable member. I'm sure she will come back. Give us a second. Let me see. I'm waiting for the honorable member to come back. But in the meantime, guys, do you think that men are actually the issue? Or, when it comes to gender parity, I don't think that men are the problem.
Hmm.
I think women are not
I
doing
absolutely do not think
enough.
so as well. Well, I won't say women are not doing enough. I think
So I
basically it's a
don't think that
cultural
is
issue,
correct.
Dayo.
I wouldn't say women are not doing enough.
What I think is the
So,
background. I think it's a background. They've
how do
made
you, how do you
women.
mean background?
Yeah.
Yes, they've already started the background and giving the women the orientation that they cannot do anything except the man allows them or give them the opportunity. Right? So when that background
Yes.
is dealt with, and a father lets the daughter know you are much more than you think and you can be anything, and he also influences the society by making that visible, more women will understand place. I think a lot of women don't understand their place because of the background. They've been
Okay,
relegated to the
I think honorable member
But
is back. Honorable member, let's you see the argument going on.
So apart from
Hold on,
cultural
Yewande.
background,
Hold on, Yewande.
so
Hold on,
apart
Yewande.
from
Honorable is
cultural
back.
background, I think that
Yewande,
okay,
hold on. Honorable member,
okay.
please. Over to you. Oh, I can't hear you actually. I think there's something wrong with your mic. Can you reclick the link again, ma? Uh, let me. Hello, ma. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, ma? Okay, I think we lost her. Okay,
She's
yes.
off.
Yeah, I know you were saying something. She's gonna come back.
Yes,
Okay, I
I
think
think
she's
that
back.
aside from cultural background, um,
Yes. Thank you, ma.
yes,
We're glad to
economic
have you back, ma.
empowerment is
Yes,
very
I'm here.
important.
Yes. Did
Important.
you hear the arguments going on when you were away?
Well, not really, not really.
Okay, so we were talking about,
Yes, I
you
think
said that
economic
if the
empowerment is very important.
Yewande was saying economic empowerment is key. I said that women are not doing enough.
Well, just she's right. Economy empowerment is very key, and cultural and really cultural aspect of it also has a very big role to play, because our culture, some of we still have some culture that don't don't believe in a
Subdue women.
woman exactly to lead.
Yeah, but in that same culture, Honorable Miranda, we have had many women who has risen to stardom. And it's not easy for even the men. It just takes a level of pushing and pushing. Is it the fact that women are not pushing enough to break the ceiling? Because it's not easy for everybody. I ran for office 2 times. Even as young men, as young women, and there's always a challenge and a blockade. Is it an issue of,
Sure.
doing more?
Yeah, what I would say to that is we need to be more determined and more focused. We get, yeah, maybe the we get easily laid off by pressure, but when we have, that is where people around us need to be supportive, and they need to encourage us to keep pushing. For example, you as a man, I know you aspired like twice, but you still up and running, still standing. A lot of us women would probably back out after the first or second attempt.
Mm,
So we need that support, internal support, family support, as
mm,
a major role to also play. Then the financial independence too is also key.
mm,
Financial independence is also key. Most times the men are always in charge.
mm.
We only have
Yeah.
few, we need to be sincere with ourselves. We only have few women that are
Woman.
pushy, yeah, that would say I'll keep going.
Mm,
And a
mm.
whole lot of other
Yes.
things as well, family pressure, workload, and what have you. So we need to balance everything.
Honorable, so I'll give you an example. During the election, women wants to be given free from to participate. But the reality is that the man that gives you a free from, most of the time, when others are going to pay for the form, if you actually go ahead and pay for the form to show that you're ready, either by even fundraising and mobilizing, does that make a difference? Because I know Yewande and Moremi in particular have the ideology that I don't think that you have to wait until you are given a platter
Hmm.
of gold to show capacity and that you are ready.
Yeah, you see, what I would say to that is, most of the time, what you don't pay for, you don't appreciate. So, as an individual, I don't also support the idea of giving women free forms. That is when the male counterpart will
Yes, I don't.
see you as, at least you got the form free. We are spending money. Let us also put something down. Let us also purchase the form. It shows level of commitment and seriousness. Not for us to just pick up a free form and say I'm also running. No, let's start by paying for our own forms. Then we know the men will now take us serious that for Madam XYZ to have paid for her own form, she's serious, she's in for the game, and people would see that seriousness in us from the beginning.
Okay, so Ma, did you pay for your form?
Okay, quite all right. I actually agree with you
Yes.
on this very well.
Yes,
Oh,
I
wait,
did.
you.
Yes, I did. And it was actually
No,
50%
because
though,
I did.
but I did pay for my phone. The first one was
Okay.
free,
Okay.
Mm.
So
but
because I was
later,
just going to say that for some people, we might encourage them with discounted payments.
yeah,
So that's why I asked.
yeah, I did pay 50% of the total amount.
But on the field, did you give the same intensity as your male colleagues?
You don't even want to hear that part of the story, because I
I'm
went
interested
all
now.
out.
I definitely am interested.
So it wasn't a joke. It wasn't a joke.
Honorable
It was shoulder for
Moji,
shoulder.
can
Yeah.
you hear me?
Hello.
Murray, we can hear you. I think there's a bit of a network. I think Murray wants to say something.
Yeah, we're
Murray
listening.
wanted to say something,
Yeah.
but the line went off. Please go ahead, man. You said it was shoulder for shoulder.
Yeah,
I
because
think we should disconnect it. You were saying it was
yes,
shoulder for shoulder.
shoulder for shoulder. I didn't let anyone just rubbish me or take me as an unserious fellow. I engage every delegate.
Person.
I engage every delegate on one-on-one basis. The funnest, the
Are you there,
funnest part,
Honorable?
the funnest part,
So,
the other contestants, they never saw me coming because number one, I was the youngest then,
Yeah,
and
Honorable Moji. So, out there, my colleagues and I, yeah, in our class, some young ladies.
hello,
Okay.
hello, Moremi, you're breaking up.
yes, I think she keeps breaking.
Yeah.
I think she keeps breaking. Okay, please go ahead, ma. Continue, ma.
Um.
They didn't see you coming. They didn't expect you
Exactly.
to have the
Exactly,
energy.
because I was the youngest, and they
Yeah.
saw me more like, some people actually started by saying, ọmọ tó yẹ kó contest for councillor tó lóun jáde House of Assembly. And I was just, and I was
Chancellor, I
just,
can
I got.
imagine, like,
I was told that.
and I was just busy doing my own thing,
yeah,
engaging the
because
delegates.
people undermine people a lot.
Yeah. And I want to say today they have themselves to blame for that singular act.
Yeah, but do you think, Honorable, that any other young lady can do? Honorable, do you think that another young lady who doesn't have a name, who doesn't have a background, who doesn't have the financial support, can actually do what you have done and still succeed?
Sure.
Would your fan
Because,
influence?
well, sure, because I believe it. We still have people out there that will take you serious with or without you offering them anything. It depends on what you have to offer. I tell people that politics
But
and
honorable, you
aspiration.
would agree that
I tell people that politics and aspiration is all. I see myself more like a marketer. Let me engage you, let me market my product. It is how well I can market my product that will determine what I'm going to get from my customers out there. So it's all about your negotiation power and your ability to convince people on what you can offer.
Gender-based violence is another key factor. Yewande, I know you have a question about gender-based violence, and I'm concerned about the link between economic capacity and gender-based violence. Will building economic capacity of women increase their susceptibility? Would it decrease their susceptibility to gender-based violence, or would it increase it? Honorable, can you
Hello.
hear me, ma?
Okay, I thought you're talking to you, Andy.
No, no, I
Well,
wanted your, yeah.
okay. Well, on that, I think we still have a very long way to go, but it's part of this democracy, and I wouldn't want that
Hmm.
singular thing to discourage us, the women going into politics.
Hmm.
We also need to show that
Hmm.
that in particular is one of the things that scare a whole lot of people away from politics. And I think it's better for us to also say, hey, no matter the violence, I won't run away from you.
Hmm.
We shouldn't chicken out.
Hmm.
Fine, it
So,
might not be
so
easy, but at least let's give it a push.
Hmm. Yewande, you were going to say something, or was it more me?
yeah, so Honorable Moji, I was thinking as a legislator, what steps are you taking personally to ensure the curbing of gender-based violence?
We've done a lot, and we're still gonna keep doing, because recently we also had a motion. This has been on and on and on and on. But I tell people that, okay, rape, for example, this rape issue and what have you. Yeah, it's families need to also do more by sensitizing the male child, because it's when our family. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you, ma.
Hello. Yeah, right
Yes,
We
we
can
from
can
hear
hear
a
you,
you,
ma.
ma.
very young
We can hear you, ma.
right from a very young yeah thank you right from a very young age, our mothers tell us, don't play with boys, don't do this, don't do that. We also need to tell our male child those things too. Let it register in them from home, before school age. Let us keep telling them, so that singular act should be able to reduce all this gender-based violence and whatever. It should be vice versa. It shouldn't be it shouldn't be a gender thing. Let us see it as it's cut across. So I don't know if
Hmm.
but personally
Yes, yes,
we'll keep reaching out to people. We won't stop until we get to the level we actually want to be. So that's my submission on
I,
that.
I, I like a point that you presented, and that was the fact that we need to go back to the home. We need to go back to the basics. We need to deal with the family. But when you look at the raising of the boy child, it is usually the mother that actually spoils the boy child and says, "Ọmọdé ni, ọkùnrin ni, ẹ má jẹ́ kó fọbọ́, ọkùnrin ni, ẹ má jẹ́ kó ṣe kinní kan." So if we've got to deal with the issue as well, the women have also got to take responsibility in raising the boys well. Do you agree with that summation? I see Jewande
No,
shaking her head.
Dayo,
Let me
no,
hear from
no.
no,
You're
let's hear
making
from
raising,
Honorable.
yes,
Well,
you're
well,
making.
well, I don't want to believe that. I don't want to believe that. I don't want to believe that,
Thank
because
you, ma. Thank you, ma.
where my own family, um okay, I was actually trained by my auntie, my dad's younger sister. And we have a timetable for this domestic work.
Hmm.
I do the dishes on Monday, Tuesday. I also have a nephew that, you know, also take part in that routine. Wednesday, Thursday, then Sunday is whoever that Sunday is for anybody and everybody.
Hmm.
So it's not a matter of, no, he's a boy, you are a girl, you should do the sweeping. We do it equally.
Hmm.
So it depends on individual
So
and
do we
not
also
generally.
so do we blame it then, on the fact that there are many homes that the fathers are not present?
Maybe,
Yewande, what is your own
maybe,
submission? Are you with the honorable on this, or what are you,
So
Amaka?
I think that I think that the blame is not on the mothers, because raising a child should be for both the mother and father. And
Yeah, but when the father is missing in the
if your mother
home,
is saying openly, I think that the father should be responsible enough. Hold on, I'm going to get that. I think that the father should be responsible enough to say no. So you see, that's the problem. We we're in a society that believes that raising a child is solely the responsibility of the mother. And so one will continue to you want to kill the mother, the mother will do this, the mother will do that, and then but if it is balanced, then the child knows that as a boy, he has responsibilities too, because the father is present. The father is taking up responsibilities in the house. But this this problem that we have is a very deep cultural problem, very, very deep. And it is not something that is going to go away easily, because we have to go back to the drawing board. We have to, as
oh,
young
okay,
people now that we're going to be having kids, those of us that have kids already,
Yewande,
we like have to start again.
okay,
Do you
Hold on.
understand?
I want to hear the opinions of honorable on this, but I wanted Moremi to also give a point, and then we hear honorable side on this. Moremi, do you agree with me, or do you agree with Moremi, with Yewande?
I'd like to say something too. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Amaka, say something quickly, and then we can hear from honorable Miranda.
Okay, if I understand your question, is that does the
Yes.
mother have a huge role to play on a
Hmm.
male child understanding that he there's not that he is also a part of the whole um the part of the whole fight of not segregating the female child, as in, does the mother have a huge part to play in raising the male child to be responsible? That is what you're asking, right?
Yes.
From my own point of view, like, I know a family where the father wants all the kids to be involved, but the mother just has this personal sentiment about her son, and that boy is so lazy. For me, like I said in the beginning, I said I partly agree with you, because as a woman, even if the father doesn't want the child to do anything, like in my house, we're all raised by my mother, and she makes sure everybody is involved and is like carried along. And I mean, if I'm not there, my brothers could do a whole lot of things. That's why I said I agree with you. But then when the father is
Uh,
missing, or when the father is
okay.
not interested,
There.
I mean,
Okay.
that's why I said
Honorable Ma, what is your own position?
Yeah,
What is your position on this
I
one?
think I think both parents, they do have a role to play, a major role to play.
Mm.
It shouldn't be left for the mothers, and that's the most important thing. They need to come together as a team. They have to be a team player in raising their kids.
Mm.
For them to
Mm.
have, for them to have a, for them to live a very comfortable, for them to live comfortably well in their old age.
Mm,
It's not about financial support or that peace of mind. It's also very important.
mm. Moremi, what's your question? What's your next question for the honorable member before I go into the issues of Lagos State? I don't know if Moremi is still with us because sometimes I see her move and sometimes I don't see her, but I don't think she can hear me. Her picture is
I
static.
think I need to be back.
She needs to go and change
Maybe,
her data. Okay, okay,
can you
okay.
hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah.
So,
Honorable, your
Honorable Moji,
schoolmate.
basically,
Okay.
we have a number of young ladies in my class, and most of the events I go. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear
So,
you.
we have a number of young ladies that they've been very much into fashion. Now, what are the elements you can identify for young ladies who want to venture into politics? Because we just say, oh, women should participate, women should, but I think it's just something in the air. That narrative is just in the air. Can we break down elements that women can go abide with to participate in politics? What can they do? What are the right steps they can follow in joining politics?
Well, I would say,
Are you there, Honorable Moji?
yeah, I'm here.
Yes,
I'm
we
here.
can hear
I can
you.
hear you. I can
I
hear
think
you.
the stuff is dark. That's why she was asking. Yeah, but we can
Yeah.
see you, man. We can hear you.
What I would say first is determination and knowing what we really want. Not that we want to do
Okay.
politics because people are doing politics. Not that you want to do politics because I want to make money. I tell people, if you have that belief or decide to contest or to run as a
Okay,
legislator,
determination. I'll take that as
yeah,
number one.
determination. That's the major thing. Then you need to be able
Okay.
to differentiate between what exactly you want, the reason you want to go into politics. If it's for profit making, if it's for just the charisma, or you
Like,
want to add value to the growth of this country, we really need to know why we want to go into politics. I tell people going into politics, contesting or running as a legislator, and having it at the back of your mind that, hey, I want to go there to make money, you will be disappointed. So it's better to have it in mind that, okay, I want to go into politics to better the lives of people around me and also better my own life by also putting my name down, casting my name, casting my name in gold, and let people, even years after, let people remember me. Remember that name. Let that name ring a whole lot of ring bell that, hey, when so was so he or she was able to achieve this, he or she was able to touch X amount of people's lives.
Lives.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. If you have that at the back of your mind, if you know what you want to do, why you want to do it, then the sky will be the starting point.
Oh, thank you so much, Moremi. Thank you, Honorable. Honorable, as we begin to
You're
wrap up, I'm
welcome.
going to give my co-host a chance to ask one final question. Well, let me ask my final question. First is, how do you manage work-family
Um,
balance, work-life balance?
Well, number one, I give glory to God. God has been good, and I thank God for having a wonderful partner as well, because that is also key. If you have your friend as your partner, then you
please, I
work
agree.
together as a team. You work together as a team, it's very important. And I tell people my own style is my job, my office work, everything stops at the gate of my house.
Mm,
Once I get into the house, I pick up another role.
mm,
And if you can distinguish between the two roles, then you
mm,
wouldn't have problems. Once I'm at work, I'm at work. Once I'm at home,
mm,
I'm at home. And that has been working for me.
mm. Excellent. Thank you so much. My
You're
own final
welcome.
question is: what is your vision? What is your understanding of Mr. Governor's vision of a greater Lagos? What does a greater Lagos means to you?
To me, Greater Lagos means Wall Street to me.
Mm,
Greater Lagos means the nation hub center to me.
mm,
Greater Lagos means if you are not yet in Lagos, you are not there yet.
mm.
That is my own definition of Greater Lagos. Greater Lagos means let me be on the street or still be out by 2 a.m., 3 a.m. with
Security, street
yes,
lighting.
God bless you.
Mm,
That's my own definition of Greater Lagos, and I think we'll get there with our performing governor that we have. He actually made foundations on ground and is also building more on that foundation. And I think that's the most important thing. I give it to him. Though we've not really had, you know, the COVID-19 thing has really slowed us down generally all over the world, but at least I still give it to him. Even at that, we still have public works, fixing roads, you
yes.
know, stuffs like that. And even with schools under lock and key, even suburb, they're still doing okay. Let's monitor
We
the
are
school
working.
feeding, and
Oh.
it's amazing. It's amazing. Not
Yes.
minding what's on ground, but I give it to
Yes.
Mr. Governor. I give it to him.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're
Amaka, your
welcome.
final questions or comment for Honorable. Make it very fast. Your mic is muted.
I
Unmute
can hear
yourself.
you. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, ma'am, I'm just thinking, like, I believe this is your second term, there are projects you think your constituency that you want to do for your constituency that they need and that you are making your priority. Is Did this COVID-19 really affected them, or you still want to do them? And how do you plan to do them?
Yeah. Well, usually on a yearly basis, I have my program for the year, quarterly program, monthly program. But most of these programs are programs that we need to gather people. So I'm also a bit careful about putting people together, converging in large numbers. So I've not really been able to do much as per that area, but the palliative, yes, that has been the only thing apart from okay. Well, this year we've done jam forms that we don't need to gather people together, you know, then palliative for people. Those are the few things I've been able to do. Though I have my programs from January to December, but in fact, there's one that is really still giving me concern. There's a program that I'm supposed to have done. It's actually empowerment for the automobile people in my constituency, picking people from different zones in my constituency. but I've not been able to do that. Has been on hold because we've printed invite flyers, banners for the program before Mr. Governor and Mr. President asked everybody to start the lockdown, the social distancing, and so we had to put that on hold till only God knows how long, because the program is supposed to be a training program, 3-day training program for them to upgrade from the normal manual way of fixing vehicles to a more of technology. But it's sad that we've not been able to do that.
Excellent. Is that Yewande? That's your turn now. I know you're back. Okay, I think she's having network challenge. Moremi, are you available? Oh, I think Yewande is connected.
Yeah,
So
sure.
I'm
Moremi,
here.
get
I'm here.
okay. Yewande, hold on. Let Moremi go ahead. Moremi, go ahead, please.
Okay. Basically,
Okay.
hello, can you hear me?
Very
Yes, we
well.
can hear you.
So, Dayo actually said it was a conversation, and I would not want to throw in the question line. I just want to share a few comments and opinions with Honorable Moji, basically, on the situations in Lagos State. So, basically, Ma, can
Please
you
go
hear me?
ahead. Very well, very well. Loud and clear.
Congratulations on your brother's inauguration as the Oniru of Iru.
Thank you so
And
much.
I'm hoping that there will be better moments where there will be in synergy in terms of helping the grassroots.
Absolutely.
And I'm hoping that someday, one day, people like Biwande and I would join you soon in the chambers and be able to legislate
Amen.
as well.
Amen. Amen. Looking
What
forward
happened
to
to my
having
own
you.
name?
So,
What
Looking
happened to my
forward to
own name?
having
This
you.
is gender-based
and Dayo
violence.
too. And Dayo too. We join
Kí ló
you
dé?
and
Come
we go.
on.
The
Surely mi ò
mainlanders.
mọ̀nà assembly ni.
you know,
Looking forward to have you.
so absolutely. I've heard so much about you. So many wonderful things about what you've done so far. And
Thank
you
you.
happen to be a beacon of hope to people like us. I see you as a beacon of hope because I see so many things that you've done, but you just seem to always go on the low. And I really appreciate that
Thank you.
about you. And I really wish you much more successes, strength from God, and mercy.
Amen. Thank you so much, Marima. Appreciate.
Honorable Moji, I heard
Yewande,
about more
Um,
care. I'd like to know
Sorry?
more care. More care.
Sorry?
I
you
heard
what?
about asked about you.
Yeah, yeah.
I heard about care. As
It
in, I mean,
means Moji care, I care, mo
yeah.
care fáwọn èèyàn mi, and what have you.
I'm sure that Yewande and all everybody and Moremi and Amaka will be happy to volunteer on the next smoke here after COVID. Don't worry, I'll connect you guys with the
Thank you
honorable. I
very
know that's
much.
where you're going to. Okay,
Thank you.
Yewande, over to you.
Uh,
Your final comment.
so I'm just going to say that I hope that Honorable Moji maybe has some young women under our wings that she mentors, because really we can do with having older women mentor younger women, just to encourage them to participate more. You know that because of the fears of women joining politics generally, many young women tend to stay back. But when we have people like you, and
Yeah.
if you have people like you mentor, then they look up to you and be like, okay, since you're there, you're doing it, then I can do it too. So
Yeah.
it's possible that you've been doing such. I may not know, but I hope that if you've been doing it, you keep up with it. And
Thank
it was
you.
really nice talking to you tonight. It was
Same
nice talking to
here.
you tonight. I used to see you from afar. from Honorable Yodeji. He's always talking about you. And I remember during the campaign, he was always putting you up. And so when I even told him I was coming on this show tonight with you, I said, I know that this person is somebody close to you. He said, she's my cousin. I'm like, oh, great. So you take it easy. But I hope that you have the opportunity to meet more in person and be able to do
Yeah.
great things together in future.
Thank you so
Uh,
much. Definitely.
thank
I operate an open door policy. Anytime, any day, you're welcome.
Honorable, I want to say a big thank you that you agreed to be on the show and that even though you were mobile and you were moving, you still joined us. This is why conversations like
Thank
this are
you.
important. Many times people see the elected representative from afar, and so they don't understand the substance. But we spent the last 1 hour interacting with you, and people can see that you're with all sense of modesty, you're a humble person, you're a simple person,
Thank you.
and you an inspirational person. And I'm
Thank you
glad
so
that
much.
platform like this is helping people to see better. I have enjoyed the conversation and your attention that you've given to everybody. And I pray that God will continue to bless you and will
Amen.
keep you COVID free, in
Eh,
particular in this season.
Amen.
And that you go higher
Thank
by
you.
the grace of the Almighty. Thank you for your
Amen.
insight, for your time. I'm
Yeah.
sure when
You're
next Mary
welcome.
visits you, she'll give you a hug on our behalf.
Thank you
God
so
bless
much.
you.
Amen. Thank you so much. Nice having
And
you guys tonight. Really happy
thank
to be
you.
here tonight.
Thank
Nice
you so
talking to
much.
you all.
Always
You're
have with
welcome.
us.
Do have a good night
Same here.
rest.
Same here. Hope you
Bye.
have.
And, and to all our viewers, we want to say a big thank you to all of
Bye
you for
bye.
tuning in and for joining us tonight. It was a great session with Honorable Moji Meranda. It was really one of the best sessions that I have had here. We could interact
Thank
and,
you.
just share ideas. I wish you good luck. I'll be back at 9 o'clock with
Thank
the
you.
Honorable Rotary Marketing. God bless you, everyone. God bless you.